Good day, students. This is Shanyo sir. Hoping you all fine. This is my third online class. So let's start with the class. Today, the topic of the class is security protocol. That is SSL and TLS. The question that you have to write after the class, that is define the term SSL. How to recognize that the visited website is secure. Write the steps of accessing a secure website. Define the term TLS. Explain the two layers of TLS, write the features of TLS, define the term session caching. So let's start with the class. Open your textbook, go to page number 103 of your textbook, 103. So here we are, security protocol. So we'll now consider two forms of security protocol when using the internet. There are two types of security protocol, that is SSL and TLS, so secure socket layer and transport layer security. Now SSL, secure socket layer, is a type of protocol, a set of rules by computer to communicate with each other across a network. This allows data to be sent and received securely overnight. For the definition, you write from secure socket layer is a type of protocol. Then this allows data to be sent and received securely over the internet. So this is for the definition. So actually, what is happens? What SSL does? When a user logs onto a website, SSL encrypts the data. Only the user, computer, and the web server are able to make sense of what is being transmitted. Yes. So actually, SSL applies technology that is called encryption. So by the technology that is encryption, when sender sends something, that data is become unreadable. So unreadable, and only the receiver, which is authorized by the sender, is able to understand the data. So in middle, any hacker or any other person, if they even get the information, they are not able to understand what is means being sent. So here, make able to make sense, was able to make sense of what is being transmitted. So it doesn't make sense to others, to hackers or anyone. They don't understand until it is decrypted by the software or the software that is used by the SS. So it only user knows what is being encrypted, the clear text, and the receiver knows what is being transmitted. So this is how the SSL uh, secures the information that is by that is transferring from one end to the other end. Now, a next question: how to recognize that the visited website is secure? So a user will know if SSL being applied when they are see HTTPS or the small padlock in the status bar at the top of the screen. Yeah, when the SSL is being applied, or uh, uh, or the site that you are visiting is secure. You know by seeing HTTPS. So whenever or small padlock in the status bar. Whenever you are typing any web address in your browser, so this HTTP or HTTP comes automatically before your type ID. So when you see the HTTPS, it means that it SSL being applied on that site and it is secure. And when only HTTP comes, it is not secure. So make sure that when you're logging into a secure site, and if you are not doesn't know about the site, you must check that it has HTTPS on there on the status bar, and or the small padlock in the status bar. So this is the thing you understand. So your answer will be by seeing HTTPS or small padlock in the status bar, we can understand the visited website is secure. So the next question, uh, what are the steps required to access a secure website? So what happens when a user wants to access a secure website? These are the steps happens when you are accessing a secure website. So let me explain you. The user web browser sends a message so that it can connect with the required website which is secured by SSL. So first of all, when you are when you have typed in the browser the address of the desired website, so it connects sends a message so that it connect to the secured website. So the web browser, after sending the request, the web browser then requests that the web server identifies itself. It requests the web server, that server that you want to connect. Your browser requests that web server to identify itself. The web browser responds by sending a copy of its SSL certificate to the user's web browser. Yeah, every web server website, they have a SSL certificate. If they are safe, if they are secure, they must have SSL certificate. So they respond by sending a copy of their SSL certificate. So if the web browser can authenticate this certificate, it sends a message back to the web server to allow communication to begin. Yes, every web browser, it has a database in your in its system file. So it checks in its database that the sent SSL certificate is genuine, is correct. So if it finds that the SSL certificate, it is the sent SSL certificate is genuine, it has in its database, so uh, then when it can authenticate the web server, it sends a message back to the web server to allow communication to begin. Now, once this message is received, the web server acknowledges the web browser and the SSL encrypted 2 data transfer begins. So this way, when the server is they have given their SSL certificate, and it is authorized by the web browser, and the communication starts using SSL encrypted way. So these are the ways that you have to write in your copy. So how the access a secure website, the points that you write. The next question, define the term transport layer security. So transport layer security is a similar to SSL, but is a more recent security system. It's a more recent. It is latest one. Is after it comes after the SSL. So TLS, the definition should be TLS is a form of protocol that ensures the security and privacy of data between devices and users when communicating over the internet. So you have to write these two lines for the definition. So it has some additional features than SSL. So let me read the next lines. It is essentially designed to provide encryption, authentication, and data integrity in a more effective way than its predecessor SSL. So it has the technology. It is more effective technology than the SSL. So when a website and client communicate over the internet, TLS is designed to prevent a third-party hacking into this communication, causing problems with data security. So now, the next question: what is explain the two layers of TLS? TLS is form of two layers. That is, the layer one is record protocol, and the next one is handshake protocol. So what is record protocol? This part of the communication can be used with or without encryption. It contains the data being transferred over the internet. So you have to write for the definition explanation. This part of the communication can be used with or without encryption. It contains the data being transferred over the internet. What are the data you're going to transmit or transfer to the web server or web browser? It contains those data. Now, next one, handshake protocol. This permits the website and the client user to authenticate each other and to make use of encryption algorithm. So it makes sure the encryption algorithm is used. This is the second layer. So a secure section between client and website is established. So you just write up to this for the explanation of this handshake protocol. This permits the website and the client to authenticate each other and to make use of encryption algorithm. So done for the two layers of the TLS. So only the most recent web browsers support by SSL and TLS, which is why the older SSL is still used in many cases. Uh, Only the most recent web browsers support both SSL and TLS. I know that some previous websites of web browser. Some of the users still use the previous websites of web browser, so they need SSL. So actually, both are used, and this time both of the protocols are used now. So uh, both of the technologies are available in your browser. So but what are the main difference between SSL and TLS, since they both effectively do the same thing? So the main difference between SS and TLS, or the question, write the features of the TLS. So you write the features of TLS from here. So point one: it is possible to extend TLS by adding new authentication methods. You can extend TLS by adding new authentication methods. TLS can make use of session caching, which improves the overall performance compared to SSL. It improves the overall performance. Session caching. TLS separate the handshaking process from the record protocol, which holds all the data. Actually in SSL everything happens, but it happens all together. But TLS separates the process in handshaking and record protocol, so works under more nicely. So the next question, define the term session caching. So when opening a TLS session, it requires a lot of computer time due mainly to the complex encryption keys being used. Um, the use of session caching. So you write from here, the use of session caching can avoid the need to utilize so much computer time for each connection. Okay, this is the thing for the session caching. The use of session caching can avoid to need the so much computer time for each connection. This can either establish a new session or attempt to resume an existing session. User later can considerably boost system performance. So for the session caching, it utilizes so much computer time for each connection. Can avoid the need to utilize so much computer time for each connection. So these are the things that we have to learn today. So now we go to see a uh, video and for a better understanding. So here we are now. What SSL? This is SSL, HTTP, uh, HTTPS, and SSL. So HTTP hypertext transfer protocol, everything is passing. There is no security feature used here. So the protocol that is used for viewing web pages, this the normal protocol that is used to see the websites. There is no S here. We have only HTTP. So we are logging into google.com. So everything is, there is no encryption. There's nothing. In a standard HTTP, all information is sent in clear text. Clear text means everyone can see whatever the information is sending or receiving. So there is no encryption, no secure method are used. Vulnerable to hacker. Vulnerable to hacker means whatever the information using HTTP, you're sending using HTTP, everything, hacker can hack everything, every information that you're sending. So there is no security in that, in this method. Now a hacker has come here. So this computer is connected to this web server, and hacker is middle here. So you have sent John Smith. So here name John Smith. The hacker has get the information, address. The address also connected here over here. The phone number, it also connect and get the phone number. Then credit card number also. The hacker has catch everything, all the information that is transferred using HTTP. Now we are using HTTPS, that is Secure Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So HTTP with a security feature. HTTP with a security feature encrypts the data that is being retrieved by HTTP. So everything is now locked. Nothing is visible to anyone. So it encrypts the data that is being retrieved by the HTTP. uses encryption algorithm to scramble the data that's being transferred. It scrambled the data, so nothing is visible. No one can hack the information. Suppose if you're using HTTPS, so S will come automatically. If it is a secure web server, the S will come automatically and it becomes HTTPS and the secure transmission starts. Looking at a padlock, you can also understand that this is a secure website. So HTTP clear text, HTTPS encrypted text. So John Smith changes to this font. Your phone number is changes to this font. Whatever the things is changing into unreadable font. So your address is changes to unreadable font. Whatever the information you're sending is changing to unreadable font. It is ciphertext. Protocol that's used to ensure security on the internet. Is SSL uses public key encryption to secure data. Public key we'll learn in the next lesson what is public key encryption. So SSL secure socket layer. How to recognize the website is secure? Hey, website, identify yourself. So the website is sending its SSL certificate. Here, my certificate to prove my ID. So an SSL certificate is used to authenticate the identify of the website. Just we learn. Looks good, I can trust you. When it identify the SSL certificate that it is okay, then it starts communication. Okay, let's say encrypted data. Now, when the things are exchanged, they are start the encrypted information, encrypted data transmission. So TLS transport layer security, that is the secure. Now we have the new one, the TLS transporter, latest industry standard cryptographic protocol, that is TLS, the successor to SSL. This is the latest technology after SSL. Authenticates the server client and encrypts the data. So this is how it works. A lot of websites are now using HTTP by default, regardless if sensitive data is going to be exchanged or not. So this up to the video. I think you better understand about the topic. So uh, all the questions are solved. All the questions are solved. So write in your copy the answers and uh, uh, email me the copy of email me an image of your copy to my email account. Thank you very much, guys.